Welcome back to Let's Play Soma. Let's get this shit underway. Ah.
I can't believe we're doing this.
It will be fine.
Then why don't we put you in the suit?
I was gonna suggest that if you refused.
You'd go without me.
I need to do this, Simon. This is important. I need to launch the Ark.
You'd really do it? Change body?
Yes. If you want to stay here, I'm not gonna stand in your way. I don't want to tell you what to do.
What would it be like before? Close my eyes and then...
And then open them again.
Alright, let's do it.
Thank you, Simon. Go sit in the pilot seat in the next room. You might need to boot it up.
You know, that would be interesting if Catherine actually, took over for the suit and we, control Catherine for the rest of the game and shove Simon in the Omni tool. Simon would be like, man, this is freaking weird. Anything of note in here? Oh, of course there's another puzzle. We can't just take our seat just yet.
We need to loop back the activity manifested by your current Cortex chip, run it through the amplifier, feed it into the new chip, and then make sure it's synced.
You lost me halfway there.
You don't really need to understand it, just make them line up.
It's kinda there, but kinda not. Yeah, it's out of sync there. Oh yeah, there we go.
That's everything. You can climb into the pilot seat now.
Already?
I have everything under control, so please, have a seat.
That's exactly what Dr. Munchie says.
Go sit in the pilot seat. Sorry about any discomfort. This should be over soon.
It's like having your picture taken.
But with the most expensive camera in the world.
You know, Indians thought photos would steal their souls.
In this case, they'd be right.
This is actually fitting, really. We've been saying the same stuff that he said where you, first got scanned.
There must be something wrong. Can't you run a diagnosis or something?
What was that?
No, it's just...
Why was it still talking?
It's the same like before.
Catherine, why was he still talking?
That's how it works, you know that.
What do you mean?
You know it's not magic. You were copied. The sleeping Simon in the seat was copied, and now you are here, just like Simon lived on in Toronto.
God damn you, Kath. 2 Simons? There can't be 2 Simons.
What did you think would happen?
That you were gonna take my mind and put it into another body, like a brain transplant.
I'm sorry, it wouldn't work that way.
You realize how messed up this is?
Please, I didn't mean to upset you.
How did you expect me to react to this shit?
Please stop.
You're fucking disgusting. What's gonna happen to him?
He'll sleep for a while, a few days.
And then what? Wake up in this fucking nightmare again? All alone? So cruel.
Well, what do you want me to do with him? Make friends? Let him know that we have to leave him behind when we go into the abyss?
What if he didn't need to wake up?
You'd do that?
I don't know. Maybe.
There. I set it up for you. Hit the switch if you want to drain his battery. He'll die within a minute. I'd rather not stay plugged in any longer.
Typical Catherine. It's like, oh, you when you're gonna do the important decisions, I'm out. It's your own decision now, pal. But seriously, son, what the fuck did you expect to happen? Brain transplant? I mean, in a way, he's not really that different in his thought process to that Mark Saran guy, you know? The continuity theory thing he had going. It's not like, you know, Simon's mind will be... I mean, it was directly transferred to it, but it leaves behind his previous form. But I like the kind of way the scene kind of with the dialogue. It's kind of like when he first got scanned and he woke up in this dark, unforgiving, cruel, lonely world. With no idea where he is, or even if he's truly alive, because of the States. And now it's happened yet again. Now we have the choice. We could destroy this Simon that we have played the whole game, except for the intro, because the intro was technically the real Simon. But you get the idea. From the scan and appearing at when we appeared first at Upsilon, up till now, this was the Simon we were playing as. We got a choice. I'll shut him down for good, or leave him here, and he'll wake up a couple of days later, all alone. No Catherine here. And that is just... that is one of those things, isn't it? It's like... it doesn't really impact the game at all, but it makes you think. It's like when someone like asks you like a really difficult question with a scenario that isn't there, but you get the idea. Like, if you had the choice to save this person or this person, but you could only save one, who would you pick, kind of thing. You know, it's kind of like that. Like hard decisions. Ooh. Now, the first time I played this game, I didn't even realize I had the option, so I literally just walked out without doing anything. But now that I actually, you know, it's a difficult matter altogether. Ooh, I've been thinking about this. It's a little bit leading up to here, and I was like, so when I get to this point in the game, what choice will I make? And like, now that I'm actually here, I'm like, shit. I mean, there's nothing left, really, is there? That's just ruining the mood, that is. Oh. I mean, really, when you think about it, he'd pretty much be killing himself, really, here. Oh. Fuck it. Sorry, Elder Simon. Much like the yellow robots, I just can't bring myself to do this. Even though it, like I said, it doesn't affect a damn thing. The game will go on as normal, and we'll never know what actually happened here. Regardless of our decision. It's just the implications, man. Oh, but... Ah! Sorry, Simon. Well, hello, Simon. Simon 2.0 from Simon 3.0. Goodbye. You know, when he wakes up though, I mean, what's gonna happen? It's like I said, nothing will happen, because you don't see the context of anything from there. Your imagination just fill in the blanks. I mean, we've grown to know Simon's character quite a bit, and I mean, when he first woke up, he was like, what the fuck, where am I? He was scared, confused. This Simon has actually, you know, experienced this world. And to wake up there, alone, no Catherine, it's just... Ooh. I mean, he could maybe head back to the... I don't know. I think at that point he'd be like, you know what, fuck it, and just like go sit down in the WoW's thing, just like, fuck it. Man, I hate when it branches off like this, because it's a linear path, but there is like occasionally a path that's you like that just leads down to the abyss. Never mind. But you know, sometimes they have like a path that you optionally can go down. The one that I'm annoyed that I missed when it comes to that is we could have actually came across Amy's body. We could have, because spoilers, she was linked up to the WoW and being kept alive. And she kind of like asks, I'm not sure if she asks, but she does say about how the WoW is keeping her alive. But she does give the implication that maybe she wants to die, and you've got the option to change the power so you could power up the thing. But when I got there, the power was already on for some reason. So I didn't even need to do that, so I'm not sure what happened there. Or maybe whatever I did took off the power on the WoW connecting her to the thing, so maybe she died anyway. Also, there's gotta be, you know, even... Oh, I read this bit. There's gonna, you know, be a lot more, at least a couple more. Hello. You know, those kind of moments where we gotta make a decision. And it's just like, ooh, do we do that or not, you know?
Are we done here?
Yeah,
Activate the climber, please.
sure thing.
Well, they're sounding a lot more serious than usual. There's 6 passengers now. I mean, I guess there's technically 2, but she's in the Omni tool, so send.
Take a seat and we'll be off.
And does it even matter if we put in like 1 or 6 people into that? Twilight Zone.
It's dumb luck, right? I woke up in the right body. It's a redundant copy. I'll never experience my journey, the full journey. He wouldn't understand. How could he?
Wouldn't call it dumb luck, man.
You knew it. You were right in trying to hide him from me. Only wish you'd done a better job. I basically flipped a coin, and if I had called the wrong side, I'd be rotting away at Omicron. I mean, there's nowhere to know, right? You didn't hit the make sure Simon wakes up in the right body switch, did you? Not that you would know. I mean, he would still claim to be the right Simon. Christ. This is awful. We did an awful fucking thing. And you wouldn't mind? Why would you? How could you know that it's not me, the me that I am, the same that I've always been?
Dude, you're a third version of
Please
Simon.
say something. I don't want to think. Please.
I don't know what to say. I don't want to upset you.
Say anything.
When I
Potatoes?
was little, I used to climb the stairs all the way to the top of the building. And I can still feel how I had to, tuck my arms so I could push the heavy steel door open. Well, the first time that I dared go up there, I stepped out onto the roof and watched the smog rise and fall over Taipei. I got all the way up to the corner ledge and, I felt the warm wind in my hair and the sun was setting and the streets below were shadowed by the tall buildings. The people pushing through the crowd flowed like paint from an artist's brush. Street food vendors filled the air with aromas of all my favorite foods. For a brief moment, I felt connected to the world in a way that I never had before. It was the most profound feeling of comfort and sense of belonging I could ever hope for. I really never felt the same way again, but I went up to the roof many times after. I'm not religious, but I can see why people would be. The privilege of being makes a strong case, at least every once in a while.
Do you still feel that sense of awe? Even like this?
Things are different, but we're still here.
What's the point of going on? Everyone's gone. All the people still left are digital copies trapped in computers at the bottom of the sea. We'll never be able to rebuild or reclaim what we were.
Are you really so unhappy being what you are, or is this about the man who went for a scan 100 years ago?
Both, I guess. When I was back in Toronto, even the worst case, the darkest futures I could predict, they at least included my previous life somehow. I feel so uprooted. There's nothing here that I recognize, nothing that makes me feel like I belong. Even if we make it to the Ark, would it be any different? I'd still be alone. No friends. No family.
You could make new friends. I'm sure everyone would like to know the time traveler. If not, you still have...
Nope.
Catherine? Kath? Hello, Catherine. What happened?
Well, that was kind of brief. Abruptly, I mean. That was a nice conversation, nice hearing Catherine just like that, and then it's like, ooh. Hey, look, we're playing, what was it called? VR Worlds. We're playing the ocean game thing. I forget what it's called. You have the jellyfish. The shark's gonna pop up any moment now. Lovely sights. That's one thing that kind of like makes me think is like, okay, so the apocalypse hit the world in the form of an asteroid that wiped out the entire surface. But it seems like the oceans were mostly unaffected. How does that happen? It's like it's such an apocalyptic event that it wipes out the entire surface. You'd think it would have an effect on the oceans as well. What do we got here? Stay steady, Simon.
Hey, I know it's not much, but why have we stopped moving?
The power blacked out for a moment. Think it could be the atmospheric pressure. It's pushing pretty hard, really testing the limits of my suit.
Don't worry, it should hold.
Comforting.
It will hold.
But you know, Simon really hasn't, like, he's like thinking that he's like, I mean, like that Mark Strong guy, it's like the continuity thing. He's like thinking like this whole time he's been the same Simon. But really, he's just been, you know, copied and pasted more or less into a new body. He woke up in this world, and then he got copied and pasted into a new body, and here we are now. And it's not like the one who woke up was the actual Simon either. The actual Simon died nearly 100 years prior to this. He was just a scan that woke up here. Much like, when you think about it, all those scans of the robots are much like Simon. They're just scans that are being uploaded into robots. Wow, those anglerfish are looking mighty terrifying, aren't they? Perpetual darkness. No permanent sights. Oh, it said the Midnight Zone. I thought it said... No, it does. It says Twilight Zone above it. And the Sunlit Zone. And I guess it makes sense, calling them that. I suppose the Sunlit Zone would be where you could still see the sun by like that level of the ocean. Twilight Zone gets quite a bit darker than the Midnight Zone. Perpetual darkness. The abyss. The deep world. The deep ones lie below. That'd be a twist. It's like, oh shit, it's Cthulhu.
Does time freeze when you're not powered?
Time feels omitted more than anything.
What's the difference?
I don't feel like I'm being held back or hindered. And I don't have the opportunity to reflect on the time I'm missing. It's simply missing.
Sounds like sleeping without the dreaming.
Yes, but generally you anticipate when you're about to sleep, and there's a natural continuation since we tend to wake up where we went to sleep. My experience is more like an ever-changing moment that never really seems to find closure.
Sounds kind of like a movie being edited live.
I suppose so. I guess it sounds exciting, but it really keeps me activated to the point of exhaustion.
It's rough.
Could be worse. Could be a time traveler stuck in a body made from black goo.
That'd be the worst.
Yeah, totally. Also, I like the music I was playing when Catherine was talking about her experience where she was up on the roof and was like, wow, this is amazing. Has a kind of sense of awe to it. Hello, who the fuck are you?
You did it! You did it! I will make preparations.
Wow, was he just put to sleep briefly?
Good, you're back.
What happened?
Something dropped onto the cage. Knocks you right out.
Spoke to me.
Looked like a man, one of WoW's creatures. It just stared at you for a moment, then threw itself down the abyss.
It said it would make preparations. I don't like the sound of that.
It was very strange. I thought it was going to kill you for sure. I'm glad it didn't.
Yeah, me too. Looks like we're closing in on the ocean floor.
Good, not sure the climber can take it much longer. Okay, so this is the Omega Sector. It's about an acre of the abyssal plan used by Pathos 2. I expect we'll have to do some walking before we reach Tau.
You haven't been here before?
Not in a way that'll help us.
Right, the other you has been here. We're following your own footsteps, Kat.
When I had footsteps.
You could still be down here somewhere, technically.
Don't remind me, freaks me out. Alright, let's head for Tau and find that ark.
How fascinating. But you know, now with Catherine no longer talking to us because she's like not connected up like that, you know it's gonna be a lengthy time before we get to talk to Catherine. And you know what that means? That's when the monsters come out to play. Catherine a day keeps them away. But when she's away, the monsters all come to play. With Simon's innards, except they're not really his because it's not really his body. I mean, it currently is, but it's not his body, if that makes sense. It's awfully dark in the abyss. Who would have thought? Jesus Christ, look at that. Are those jellyfish? Wait, what is that? No, those aren't jellyfish. What are these, like, little particle things? Is this the kind of stuff that deep sea creatures would feed on? Because, like, that's the thing, isn't it? Because there's no sight at such a depth, so they have to rely on whatever drops down from the, you know, above, essentially. And then you got fish like anglerfish who use light to lure in their prey because it's so dark down here that he'd be like, ooh, I can see something, and then, nyah, dead. That would be terrifying sight, wouldn't it? Imagine you're a tiny ass little organism living down here in the abyss. See light, you're like, oh, what's that? And then a freaking anglerfish comes out from that light and chomps down at you. Terrifying. Also, it's somewhere down here is where we're going to encounter a point in the game where you can really screw yourself over, because it's a bit of an oversight, I feel, on the developer's part, but there is a point where you can actually make it next to impossible to advance in the game.
Tao? Come in, Tao. Please answer, Tao. Nothing. It's dead.
Let's move out. We'll try the next one.
I mean, are these things originally what they used to call people? Wait, yeah, they would be, wouldn't they? Isn't that how we got in touch with Catherine at one point? But when we examine them, we just like get a sort of flashback of sorts to when someone was down here. I mean, like the thing said, you know, there's not really much structures built down here because of how deep it is. Signed Julia Dahl, Richard Holland, sample collection, physical checkups. Signed Julia, check. Alan Roldeck, Julia Dahl, tower evacuation. Failed. Signed Catherine Chun, Ian Peterson, Sarah Lindwall, Nikolai Baskin, Jasper Hill, bringing the Octopi. No, and also got a mistake. I think I'm not sure. The Ian Peterson guy is apparently Swedish. For some reason I thought he was English. The Nikolai guy's Russian. Jasper, I can't remember the nationality. But he was, I think he's the black guy that was on the left in the picture. Sarah Lindwell was the one with the long hair. And Catherine, well, we know Catherine, don't we? So this was when they came down here. It's interesting because Catherine we know doesn't know anything about this because, well, the Catherine we know, much like Simon, is a scam that was uploaded to a machine. So, we didn't actually know what happened beyond that initial scan and whatever time has passed since the scan was uploaded onto the robot or whatever. So all was going well here on this state, and about a month later they're like, okay, evacuate, and that failed. And 3 months later, they went down there. Signed Alan Waldeck. Alan Waldeck's right there as well. So is it part of the evacuation? If it was, then sounds like that person survived, at the very least. Danger, area unsafe, stay close to the lights. ACR platform, operating cabin, storage, service station, and power relay. So Tau is in the abyss here somewhere. There's at least 2 other buildings around here. If you can really call them that. They're pretty run down. And then again, how the hell would you really be able to build anything in the deepest depths of the ocean? This isn't obviously the deepest depths of the ocean on Earth here, but it is pretty damn deep. You know, the color and everything, it's like, this is Silent Hill. You know, if Silent Hill was in the ocean. All this kind of rusty look to it. Warning, facility activity, strong drones expected. This is like a weather forecast, but for the ocean. So all the way on the far left is where we came from at Underground. Travel from the climate station to the observatory, so TBSD. And then we get to Tau, and then we got Phi, a further distance away from Tau. And we're obviously going to have to go to Phi as well. I mean, it's pretty obvious. If there's a location on the map, we're probably going there, unless it's on the surface, of course. Spoilers, we don't get to check out what the surface is like. Which is a shame, but it kind of makes sense. Blue leads to Tau, red leads to Climber. Stay close to the lights. It's very important. I wonder how they installed all these lights down here though. Before we go anywhere though, I want to check that map. Just to kind of get an idea of what these buildings were used for. Operating cabin and a service station. There's also storage. So there should be 3 buildings on this side there. I mean, I assume they probably, like, built this obviously on the surface and then lowered it down to the deepest depths of the ocean. Well, not necessarily the deepest depths of the ocean, but very deep nonetheless. So that's only 2 buildings on the side there. Unless I was looking at the map wrong, it's these buildings. Yeah, really? Sure, dark as shit down here. What is that? Jellyfish? Someone lost their heads.
Jesus, did you see that? Stick to the lamplights, they won't go near them.
I can't, Failglasser. It's important I reach Omicron. Our future depends on it.
Calm down. Let's just follow the path.
If I die, I need you to tell Julia Dahl that the WoW is out of control. She needs to get to Saurang. He'll know what to do.
Raj, you can tell him yourself. We just need to pick up the pace, okay?
Glass! We lost the path! We need to go back!
I know where to go. Come on.
It's over there! The light is over there!
Final push, Raj. Almost there. We just
Ooh. I guess they got killed here and torn to pieces. I mean, damn. Question is, did both of them get killed? I don't see a second body. Maybe one of them made it out. I mean, to be fair, they're not far from, you know, these buildings, so one of them could have ran to one of these and survived. Now what if we look backwards, by the way? See? Red well, there's something down here. Version 1, free fall, setup, lure, fried squid. pieces. Blah 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 blah. It's all just filled with shock. Observation 172. Atlantic Blue Martin. 20 pieces. Camera. Blah blah blah. Results. Oh wait. There's further information. Description: rare shark approached the luminous slur. Circled around to eat the dried squid. Unlikely that it frequents this depth. An anomaly. Anomaly. Yes, whatever. Description: mantle the size of a man, 170 to 200 centimeters. Estimated length of the whole thing, 10 to 12 meters. Frantic attack tore them all in apart. As soon as we turned on the lights, they quickly fled the area. Whaling our specimen affected by the leaking structure gel. Partially covered in scales and newly formed bone structure patrolling the mantle. Yes, classic, not whatever. Station 188, set up, blah 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 blah. So, target unknown, 40 centimeters. Description: creatures disfigured by jet. Manic under attack. Still hard to determine how the WoW has affected their behavior beyond their apparent aggression and affinity with light. The creature seems to hunt something particular, something not present in this ecosystem. Yes, most interesting. Black whale. Wait, does the red indicate its population? If it does, then that would imply that the apocalypse actually did have an impact on marine life as well. But it somehow rose back up in population over the coming 2 years or so. Squid? I don't care, because there's nothing saying like, okay, here's the you know, which color represents what here. But I'm assuming the red is indicating maybe the population size, and it literally dropped right down during the apocalypse. Then suddenly, steadily, and then suddenly, really quickly grew back to like how it was in the beginning, maybe? I don't know. That's interesting. Anglerfish, error, unable to load that. Interesting. Where was that door? Also, I'm not interacting with the WoW butthole thing. There's one, we're at full health, so we don't need it. And two, interacting with the WoW tends to have the effect of, you know, screwing things up a bit, you know, I don't like it. And it's already dark enough as it is. Where do we go now? I don't see any other blue lights around. Wait, this... What is that? Quite far away, aren't they, the lights? I think they want to keep them very close to the gala so you can actually see them at any given distance. I do think with all the lighting down there as well, it would be a bad idea with the anglerfish and shit. Like, how are they just gonna lure you in, man? Oh, speaking of which, You see that shit? Look at them. Jesus Christ, I've never actually seen them this close up. Usually I only see them when they, you know, tear me to smithereens. They're coming! Stay the hell away. I guess the light kind of scares them off. I'm not sure if that's ironic or what, considering us being used to luring the prey. We got information unknown on the anglerfish. Well, we can say for certain that the anglerfish are certainly doing well for themselves, it seems. I mean, they look a lot bigger than a regular anglerfish. Jesus Christ, look at them there. Numbers, man. Man, this is true horror right here. Bottom of the ocean. You got all these creatures out here that want you dead. Fortunately, the game is saved, so we're safe for now. And I'll do for this part. You know, I'm going to record an all part immediately after because I want to get this section done in this sitting, because like this is one of the more pain in the ass things. This is the moment where the game can screw you over if you're not paying attention. So I want to get that bit out of the way here. So I'll see you next time, viewers. See you next time.